going to be reviewing the book The Memory of Love by Aminata Forna. I didn't enjoy this book. I was hoping that I would, just because the word love in the title, I assumed that it would be a love story similar to The Fault in Our Stars or Looking for Alaska, both by John Green. I chose this book because it was set in Sierra Leone. When I was in grade 8, I read a book called Mango Hands, which was also set in Sierra Leone. I don't know why I expected the two books to be similar just because of the setting, but I did. Mango Hands was a book about a girl who was raped and captured by the, I guess I'll call them the bad guys in Sierra Leone, and she had her hands cut off just because then she was no longer a virgin. So she had her hands cut off just because of her pregnancy that ensued from the rape. The pregnancy that happened because of the rape. And the book was very action-packed, and it dealt a lot with civil rights. This book, I just felt like it had no plot whatsoever. One good thing about this book, though, was that it was very descriptive, and I actually really enjoyed that because it felt like I could put myself in the novel, and that I wasn't more of a reader, but I was actually there. I could visualize the conditions that they were living in. On page 19, with Adrian's point of view, it reads, "A fly is trapped, one moment frenziedly hitting the window, the next hurtling across the room above Adrian's head. He swats at it and misses. Now his concentration is broken." I can really relate to that, especially in the summertime when flies are just buzzing everywhere, and being a camper, it's just really relatable because flies come, they swarm around you, they'll interrupt your making dinner, anything like that. Another reason I found this book really difficult to grasp onto was it's about men, and despite the fact that one of my favorite novels, Harry Potter, is also about men, or a man, it's just so much more intriguing. There's much more plot, there's action and adventure, there's a rise, a climax, and then the fall. This book, it just doesn't seem like it's there, and it felt like I was just trying to grasp onto something to try to find motivation to keep reading it. I would have liked more female presence. It just did not, I was unable to grasp it because of the lack of female presence, the lack of female voice in the novel. And despite the fact that it is written by a woman, I would not, if I did not know that the author was a woman, I would assume that it was written by a man, just because of how manly this novel is. I think I will continue to be reading my John Green novels, my Harry Potter, and Percy Jackson. Will I be stuck in my teenage years forever? Perhaps, but it's just a lot easier to grasp onto.